You won't fucking care because it doesn't matter. Yeah. Once
You
again,
don't care.
we're back,
I'm Magnar.
and I am Sveti,
Yes, Betty.
the culpable.
We are together. We are the Olin brothers.
Yeah. And how's your time been off there, Magnar? Your
Uh,
summer vacation, so to speak.
it's been great. I got pulled over again recently.
Wouldn't have been by the same pig that pulled you over those other times, would it?
Why, it's funny you ask. But yes, it was the same pig that pulled me over the other times.
And what's his name and what agency does he work for?
Corporal Napper of the Idaho State Police.
And didn't you give him a little too much credit and identify him or address him as sergeant?
I did.
Well, I bet he's sergeant by now, picking up a desperado like you.
I know, got me for, erratic driving this time. It was a broken windshield. Before that, the first time, it was no front license plate. All these infractions. And this was erratic driving, but he really didn't seem to care about my erratic driving. He never pushed that issue. You were driving erratically. Really? I must be drunk. Are you going to ask me to take the drunk driving test? No. I'm going to ask you about drugs. He takes my stuff back to his car again, and he runs it, but this time he's only in his car for like 3 minutes instead of like the 20 he was the first time, or the 15 he was the second time. He comes back and he's like, well, this all looks good, sir. And he's handing it to me. He says, can I ask you to get out of your car? I'm like, really? And the whole time I'm in my car, I'm kind of simmering. I'm like, really? Am I just going to? So I got out of the car. As I'm getting out of the car, I said, do you want to check my car for drugs? Because I'll put my dogs on some leashes. We'll walk over there, and you can check it from front to back. Those are my exact words to him. And God, I don't remember how he responded to that. He was taken aback. Anyway, he was taken aback by my whole demeanor. And I says, Sergeant Corporal Napler, this is the third time you've pulled me over. And I explained to him the reasons, all 3 times. He went into this diatribe about, well, sir, we'll pull over old people, young people. I think he thought I was younger than I was initially, because of my hippie looks or whatever. And he's like, sir, we'll pull someone over who's old, young, black, white, it doesn't matter. Anybody can be a drug trafficker. And I'm like, but, this is getting off the point of you pulling me over 3 times. And anyway, I never let up on him. I even brought up the fact that I never had a moving violation. Just kind of put my arms out, and he's like standing really close to me. I'm looking right back at him. He asked me, so you like the mountain bike? Yeah, I like the mountain bike. Well, what else do you like to do? Not talk to you. So, how long have you lived in Lava? Well, and I said, 8 years. I didn't know what to say, because if I started to explain the whole situation, it'd get too convoluted, Oh, I lived here, I lived there, I go here, I go there. I don't want to go into that with him. 8 years. Yeah, what do you think of Lava? Like he's my buddy. And we're standing outside of my car on the interstate.
He is your buddy. He likes you a lot.
Finally, he was so flustered. I says, your name's Napler, isn't it? No, that's not my name. I says, it's Napler, isn't it? And I was trying to look at his name badge, or his badge, and he was holding his army, or his highway patrolman book in front of his badge, like purposefully. And at that point, I totally had him flustergated. And he started tripping, and finally he goes, well, you seem like an honest guy. He says, you seem like an honest guy. And he went through all that shit about how they got to pull everybody over because anybody can traffic in drugs. We got a lot of drugs in this corridor through here. I'm like, I'm sure you do, And he looks at me, he says, he says, well, have a good day, sir. And he handed me my stuff. He didn't even approach my car or pretend like he was going to search my car or ask if it was okay to search my car because I gave him permission the minute I got out of the car. right? Oh, he did ask me about guns this time, which was a new angle I hadn't heard before.
Should have given one of these. Just these fucker.
Just the two I always
Oh,
carry,
fucker.
Officer. Ossifer.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah, they're registered.
the whole thing went down in about 10 minutes or even less. And I just drove away, and I felt very kind of sort of weirdly vindicated. I think I blew his mind. And I had like some information that my brother Sveti published for me, the Fourth Amendment. We've been studying Norwegian law all day. We decided to study a little U.S. constitutional law. We're talking about the Fourth Amendment, and I have a copy of it that I kind of keep on my dash, along with some heady books, big fat intimidating looking books. And he sat there, he looked at all that stuff. He was taken aback. He acted like he wasn't prepared for me to be somewhat prepared.
Jesus. Well, they need to go ahead and amend that. Your right to not be violated by a fucking Idaho State patrolman and with a wide sitting stance in the rest stop of your choice.
I don't know, man. It's
Weird,
creepy.
dirty sons of bitches. And that's lazy police work there. Once again, I gotta tell you, that's some lazy ass shit. Let's sit here and look for long-haired friends of Jesus and chartreuse microbuses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
my
stuff.
Fudge. Yeah. Grog? Mead?
I love some mead. Yeah, I was taken aback, but you know, I drove away from it. I wasn't all that flipped out like usual.
Well, you handled it well, I suppose, by not chopping his metaphorical fucking head off.
It's just like, I don't know, man. It was like, God damn it, isn't that enough now? Isn't that enough? You done with me yet?
Oh, fuck. Tell them people gotta do it by cars now since 9/11. You can't be taking drugs on the airplane since 9/11. Thank you, terrorists.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Jesus.
Would I really be driving out of the state of Idaho, taking drugs to Utah? Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, kiddie porn, I would believe, but
Potatoes.
potato-based
Kitty porn.
kiddie porn.
That's
Yeah,
images
fuckers.
printed on potatoes. They can be transferred to paper.
Yeah, old potato stamps with dirty pictures on them. It's the new deal.
Yeah, man, they'll never figure it out.
So yeah, well, yeah, and then I had to throw Crazy Joe Duvall out the bar a week or so ago.
Crazy
That was a good
Joe.
time. Crazy Joe Duvall, no shit. A fucking idiot. I tell you folks, never fucking shove your fucking chicken bones in a Norwegian man's face.
No.
You've
No.
heard of not changing a black man's radio? Don't shove your eating food in a Norwegian man's face.
Only as a precursor to lovemaking.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm either gonna take it as a threat or foreplay. Okay, so watch yourself. Give me some Lone Star Justice, you sons of bitches. So yeah,
That's that this week.
yeah. Hey, I guess that's it.
Hey, we stayed off of the politics, and that's good because I don't want to talk about it for a couple of days.
Well, yeah, we do have the NFL season starting Thursday, and a speech by Obama. Wednesday we have the Republican tallest midget contest.
Well, the speech coming up is going to be a make or breaker. I'm serious.
Well,
It's got to
see-
be powerful stuff.
It could, like I was
Got
saying
to be.
earlier, it could be as powerful could be. He could cure cancer over the airwaves, like a televangelist.
You got to draw the line and force them to step over it, or
Fuck.
everyone to see that the emperor wears no clothes.
Yeah, and buddy, boner with no clothes on. That's not a pretty picture.
He's all
I'd
tanned
imagine.
all over.
I bet. Tans with Snooki.
Oof to everybody.
Move to everybody and good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
See you next time. Good luck.